Good morning everyone, this is Ranger Rob and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. Busy morning. Sherry and I have been weeding and doing some basic chores. However, I did pull some Walla Walla onions. I've got them out here to dry right now. And yeah, they're some pretty good sized onions. It's definitely getting time to pull some of them. We're pulling these. I think I'm going to make a French onion soup today. And then we're also going to cut up a bunch of these to put into our freeze dryer. So yeah, it's very excited to get the Walla Walla onions. They are so good, super mild and nice and sweet. Another thing we got done today, I'll show you right now. We got the full canvas put on for the shade cloth for the outdoor NFT. Came out really nice and very happy with that. Basically for clamps, we just use those big clamps to use for paper clamps. And then last thing we're doing this morning is trying to get some weeding done. We're getting a little overgrown here. Sherry's been doing most of the weeding. I did some and also weeded inside the big garden. So a busy little morning. We have to go to town. We're getting ready to do some pickling because we got so many cucumbers, and we need to pick up some a thermometer and some other things that have to do with canning. And it's starting to warm up now, so that's when we decided we're kind of like enough outdoor stuff. All my tanks have been filled this morning, so we're in pretty good shape. And apparently German Shepherd wants to play with the kitty. What's your kitty doing? Belle, leave the poor kitty alone. That poor cat gets chased by the German Shepherd constantly. But I think sometimes she likes it. Well guys, it's the next day. Still trying to wake up. And I'm definitely having a dilemma with the propagator. It's out of control. So today my goal is to get some of these out to the floating rafts and some of this we're gonna use for a salad, and so not even take it out to the floating rafts because it's just insane. We got to eat this stuff. Looks good though. Today Sherry's pickling a bunch of our cucumbers. Last night I made us a French onion soup, and it was great. And we've got some zucchini we got to pull today, and I've got to check all the tanks and make sure everything's running good. And yeah, gosh, there's always something to do. The corn, I swear to God, is growing a foot every day. So, yeah. Oh, and we've been cleaning up our weeding. Sherry's been doing most of it. Today, my job is to pick up the piles, which is only right, considering she did most of the work. So, I gotta go check on the greenhouse, make sure all the tanks are okay. So this morning, Sherry's pickling our cucumbers, and you're trying to make sure that these are done at a certain temperature, right?
It's a low temperature.
It's a low temperature pickling. So she's got her jars sanitizing. You got your brine. You're doing your lids over here, and you're going to be trying to submerge these in 180 degree temperature to try not to cook the pickles. But any higher than that, you can tend to cook the pickles. And our brine is the basic water, vinegar and sugar.
Pickling spices.
Pickling spices. And we'll be using our own dill from the greenhouse. So yeah, we're kind of excited. We haven't done any canning for quite a while. So we gotta see if we can remember how to do this. All right, so Sherry's got over her jars sanitized. You got your brine ready to go. And we got some fresh dill from the garden. And
Garlic.
is that fresh garlic? Well,
Fresh garlic, cloves.
cloves and
Mustard seed.
mustard seed. So I've been doing chores in between things. So she's going to be pulling out her cucumbers now, and we're going to do slicers, right? And
Spears.
Spears.
So
And
I don't have a full 8 pounds of cucumbers, which is what the recipe calls for 7 pints. So I probably am only going to get 4. So I'm going to start with 4, but I have plenty of jars sanitized.
yeah, cool.
So
All right. And have you mastered the art of keeping your water at 180 degrees?
yeah, I was doing pretty good.
Okay. So that's the hard part. We did get a new thermometer for the monitoring our water. The important thing is trying not to cook the pickles, right?
Well, they're going to cook a little bit, but yeah, it's a slow bath, so it's trying to keep it in a temperature of 180 degrees for 30 minutes, which can be challenging when you're using a stovetop versus like an electric canner.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do the best I can.
Cool. And our dill, by the way, just looks beautiful.
It smells good too.
It smells really good. So kind of neat. I knew that we'd be doing some pickling eventually, so I grew dill. And now I'm really glad we're using it. So anyway, we'll show you more as we go. So Sherry's had our cucumbers in a cucumber bath with salt, or salt bath, in very cold water. And she cut the ends. They say just cut the flower ends, but we cut both ends. That's also just to make sure everything cools really well. But the next thing we're going to do is rinse them.
Yeah, drain them.
Oh yeah, got to rinse off the salt, and then we'll be slicing them, right?
Yep.
All right. All right, so you got some of your all the cucumbers rinsed off. Now you're adding
Clove of garlic.
clove of garlic to each one of these. Fix my camera a little. Yum.
1 teaspoon of my mustard seed.
A teaspoon in each cup. There's the cucumbers right there. Yum. We're using Dar cucumbers, plus we bought a pound of pickling cucumbers too, because we only had 5 pounds of Dars. But she's you're adding the what again?
1 teaspoon of mustard seed.
Just doing 4 jars.
Yeah, because I know I don't have enough to do all 7, so I'm starting with 4.
Oh, gotcha. That's our yummy dill. Our dill looks beautiful. I can't get over how nice that dill looks.
Putting a little bit in each jar.
So our mission is to fill those as much as possible, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to make sure that the height.
It looks like we're going to get about 3 in there. Well, we managed to get 7 jars, pretty stuffed. And I had a couple leftovers, but I'm making a salad tonight, so we'll use those up. But yeah, so now she's going to add the brine, and then put the lids on, finger tight, and run them for a half hour
At 180.
180 degrees, which is a little slower process, but it doesn't cook the pickles as much to help keep them crisp. So there you go. Doesn't that look yummy? All right, so now it's time to add the brine. We're going to leave a 1/2 inch at the top and
Headspace.
headspace. So what are you doing now?
So I'm wiping the rim off to make sure we get a nice clean seal.
So before we go the temperature here, we are going to add a little bit more water. So we're at least 1 inch over the top of the jars. This is our finished product. So we're letting them cool off and waiting for the tops to pop to give us a good seal. All right, guys. Well, get the pickling done. Now they're just cooling and waiting for the tops to pop off. While that was going on, I did clean this up. I took the romaine off, actually took everything off there that I could, and I just cut it at the base and made a salad out of it. So anyway, we got that under control, and I took some butterhead starters out to the raft, and I got to pick 4 more to take out there, and then I got full rafts. And so yeah, anyway, that's all I got right now. So guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And have a great day, everyone. Bye. This video is made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.